Hey everybody, Patty Kowalski. I'm here for a Monday night presentation. We think we're going to work with palette 1 tonight, but let's go ahead and get my website pinned. I think it's a good thing to always reflect back on each and every one of the products so you get a feel for what each product can do and how it can benefit you. So let me just get my site pinned and we will be on it. Okay, hey Cassie, how are you? There we go, all pinned. All right, so let's get some rose water to start. The reason why we do that rose water is so we can tone down that face and help the pores close, calm the whole face down. It has nutrients in it that just makes the face very happy. Very, very happy. All right. Next thing we're going to use is some of the... I'm doing well. Thank you very much for asking, Cassie. I'm going to do some of the Instant Uplift. This helps decrease the crinkles, wrinkles, all that fun stuff. I am not going to be putting any eyeliner on tonight because on the actual tight line and waterline, because I have a nice little sty in this eye. So the doctor said I can still do my lives. It's not going to contaminate anything. Hey Lisa. But to keep the irritation down, I'm just not going to put anything in there. But that's fine. We can still do a complete look without any eyeliner in my eye. Hi, Lisa Ann. Hi, Jeremiah. Hey, Billy Joe. How are you? Excuse me. All right. I'm going to get some nighttime corrected cream on this mug. I'm going to fix my mirror because I had it on magnifying, and that's pretty scary when you look in that sucker initially. What I got on my finger, but definitely got something on it. Okay. I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but I'll tell you what, I've heard more commercials on that bad boy lately than anything. Oh, I'm doing very well, Billy Joe. Thank you for asking, and I'm glad you're doing well, too. Okay. Always bring it down your neck. Your neck gets just as thirsty for moisture as your face does. It's like any of the products you use, you always want to make sure you even it out. Even when I do my masks, I bring my masks, believe it or not, all the way down here. I don't go up to the hairline naturally because you don't want to get it in your hair, but it definitely, I do the full effect. Hi, Jeremiah. All right. So, let's get some primer on. Touch Glorious is the primer. It works like a charm. It feels like silk. And what this does is I want you to think of a wall. If you are going to paint a wall, you definitely want to spackle everything and use a primer for that afterwards so that your color is just going to pop and it's going to adhere the paint much better. Okay? So that's the purpose behind the primer. I like to dab it first before I start spreading it around and actually massaging it in, because what it does is that it makes sure that you're going to cover every aspect of your skin. Remember, when you put product on, it's on all over. Hey Sue, how are you? And because we're going to be using the Addiction Palette 1, we're going to use the eye primer. Hey Bridget, how are you? All right. I'm doing great, Sue. Thank you so much for asking. I hope everybody had a good Monday. Sometimes Mondays can be kind of crappy and it's a full moon, so let's hope that you had a good one, because crazy things can happen. I'm doing great, Bridget. Thank you for asking. I'm glad you had an excellent day. All right. Now that we've done this ahead of time, I like to do that in the very beginning because it gives the eye primer a chance to dry a little bit, because it can be tacky if you don't wait. If you're in a rush and you ever do that, you're on vacation, can't get better. But oh, I know, Sue. And I'm flattered you came to see me while you're on vacation. Thank you. Let's go ahead and get our foundation ready, okay? My allergies are crazy, though, but nothing I cannot handle. Oh, I hear you, sister. That ragweed is enough to kill me. All right, we're going to use the Petri dish. Let's extract out any excess. Well, thank you, Sue. I appreciate that. We're going to go ahead and agitate this a little bit. Hello, Miss Clarissa. Hello, hello. All right, so let's put 3 drops of the Mineral Touch, and this is in Taffeta. Hey, Tracy. Thank you, Tracy. You rock. You rock. I appreciate any and all shares. It helps promote my business. I'm going to put 1 very small dollop of my BB Flawless, which is in honey. I use the contribution of each one of these for certain reasons. The Mineral Touch is it goes from a liquid to a powder. I had to get an inhaler because my pollen allergies got so bad. I believe it. Hey, Catherine. All my allergies is in my eyes. They are swollen badly and itchy. You should use it's like a Visine, but it's made specifically for allergies, Bridget. But the reason why we use each one of these products is the BB Flawless is going to add moisture, hey, Catherine, to our application. And for me, I have very dry skin, so it definitely makes a much even flow to the application. I'm also going to add a little bit of Scarlet of the Skin Perfecting Concealer, and that's going to help cover up any dark spots, any sunspots, anything that you don't want to have there. It's kind of the same, Catherine, but it's not a contamination thing. I had the physician check it today. Honestly, back in the day, I guess they used to pop them. And this is what it looks like. It actually looks better. Can you see those little things right there? But they don't do that anymore. That's exactly how you do it as well, Sue. So I'm just warm compressing it, and I'm just going to keep doing that. Hey, Deona, I didn't see you sneak in. How are you? All right, let's go ahead and get this mixed up. I want to add a little bit of iridescent to this. How's the move going, Deona? Are you almost there? Okay, there's the iridescent. We only do like a grain of rice worth of that. We're going to mix all of this up. I didn't pop them, honey. He said that they don't do that anymore. They just do warm compresses and they'll break on their own. And it will just heal up. It just happens. It's almost like almost like getting an ingrown hair when you get a sty. It's very weird. All right, so I'm wiping any excess that's there on, and I've got my foundation brush. All right, so we're gonna gently pat this all along here. Remember, we dab, we don't spread until we get to the very edge of our neck. I'm just going to lightly go over my eye because I don't want to get anything in my eye because that would be horrible. Hey, Carrie, how are you? You doing well? You can tell my allergies have been going. My nose is like so red from blowing my nose. I don't know why, but this seems really... Add a little more light in here. My goodness, I felt like I was in the dark ages. You're tired. I'm sorry you're tired. That's not good. You need to rest then. It's all that excitement of the vacation. Going to the ocean. You probably need to get a good night's sleep so you can enjoy each day you're there. You gotta remember, you haven't been feeling great, so it takes a little while to catch up to that. Commercial. Oh, I guess not. They're just talking about the people that are singing in the video. I take 2 shots a week for allergies. Ugh, God, you're brave. I hate shots. Says the nurse. I have no problems giving them. I have no problems doing IVs to people, but I am a chicken, you know what, when it comes to doing anything to me. And I make the worst patient in the world. The worst. I think I'm worse than most physicians. I wouldn't want to be my nurse, put it that way. Hi, Erica. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, Amy. You take medicine, but it has not helped with my allergies today and yesterday. Well, it probably has a very high pollen counter, and if it's really high, sometimes your medicine chases it. Hey, Barb Eckert, you cutie patootie. I love the poopy out of you, Miss Barbara. And I love your cups. That purple one did my heart wonders. They're awesome, just like you. I can't believe I got the puppy to go to sleep. He's in his own crate. And he's sleeping. He's sleeping. He's been such a good boy. He's doing good. I was going to bring him on for everybody. Thanks, Barb. I needed that today. I was going to bring him out for everybody to see, but I knew he was going to be a squirm bum in my hand if I held on to him because he's only this big. And I knew the other dogs were going to get like really ticked off, so I'm like, nah, I'm going to see if I can get him to settle down himself. And he did. Hey, Angela, how are you? You're so important, Angela. I came on twice. It says Angela Mackenzie is watching. Angela Mackenzie is watching. Okay, we're almost done. I'm going to fix my nose up a little bit. Like I said, for me blowing my nose, I'm telling you what, it's craziness. Isn't that crazy how when you do that, whether it's a cold or allergies, the first thing that turns red is your nose and then your eyes. I had to go for allergy testing and they did shots. I almost died because I have such a bad, I can't see the rest of it. Put him inside your shirt. He's so little and cute. I shared on Facebook where I'm going to be this weekend for those who don't know what Cranfest is. Oh, that's awesome. Don't forget, I wanted to see pictures of that, Sue. I'm dying to see about that. I've never heard of that before. All right, let's just bring it on down. Finish it down here a little bit, and we'll be done. Okay, we're good. Let's work on some bronzer. I swear to God, this chair is going to bust on my fat butt. Because it's old as the hills, and if I lean too much, I can hear it go. Oh, good. I'm glad you're going to post. All right. Let me get my foundation brush. We are going to use Cypress tonight. I like using the darker colors for my contouring because I think it adds a nice dimension. If you are always wondering, remember it's from the tip of the ear down to the beginning of your mouth. And if you don't know, press in and you'll see an indentation there. I've been doing this for so long though, I just go right to the middle of my eye is where I stop. My goodness, I'm telling you. Commercial, commercial, commercial. I'm so laid up till tomorrow. I had 4 sets of injections. Oh, Barb, I'm so sorry. I hate shots. I hate them. You have my empathy. I suppose it's better than the pain, but they still suck. I'm not gonna lie. Especially lidocaine, because lidocaine burns initially when it goes in, and then it deadens everything. Okay, I think I'm here now. I would hope so. With 2 rounds in, My goodness, girlfriend. All right. Now we're just going to put it right here. Just so we can make those lips look a little fuller. Okay. All right. Then we're going to get one of my fine brushes. I'm going to do my nose. Hello, Miss Angela. And then we will blend all this out with the Beachfront bronzer. Oh, girlfriend, I totally hear you. It's definitely been one of those days, and it's a full moon. I swear to God it's in retrograde. I do to those big long needles and it feels like they are blowing off your foot. Yeah, you think? Barbara, you have my utmost respect. I don't know if I could lay there doing that. I just don't know. And I am a nurse. I think I would turn around and punch somebody. I'm just saying, I know I would. My tolerance for that stuff is just non-existent. Hey, Stacy. All right, let's go ahead and get some of the Beachfront bronzer and we will blend this off. I'm going to use Hermosa. It's been raining all day, just got home. Oh, well, yucky. This is Beachfront bronzer. It has a matte and it has a shimmer. So we're gonna blend this out with that. And remember, we're just gonna try to blend it into the skin gently. We don't want to lose that because that's once we do our layers, it's gonna make that shelf appear and what makes you look thinner. Hi, Tasha. All right, blend it on down. Every time I say that and I do this, have everybody see the guy that does the makeup application? I can't move unless I'll be paralyzed. Oh, I know. Definitely, I know that. I used to help with lumbar punctures in the ER, so trust me, I know. Have you seen the guy who does the, what did he say? Is it the vicious blending or the mad blending? It's just so funny. Someone sent it to me and I never laughed so hard. She probably gets lumbar shots, Catherine, for her back and different sections. Sometimes they do other in the thoracic region up higher too. Depends on wherever your herniation is or swelling is. I'm a big baby, lol. Yeah, I know, me too. Cat, I get them in my back. All right. All right. Let's go ahead and blend this right here. And then we're going to put some highlighter on, okay? Yeah, it's no fun, that's for sure, Catherine. For me, the worst thing for me is when I used to have to hold the babies when they would do the lumbar punctures. And half the time, you knew you had a really sick kid when that baby didn't move or cry. That's when you knew you were in trouble and that baby needed to go elsewhere. I had to have a spinal tap and I straightened out during the procedure. My back was so sore. You're lucky you weren't crippled, Cassie. You never, ever, ever do that. If you value your walking, you never do that. All right. Something's stuck in there. Okay. All righty. Let's go ahead and get our light for our highlighting. This is our duo stick. And the placement is very strategic. I look like a moron when it goes on initially. But trust me, it's for good reason. We are trying to deflect away from anything that's there. And the lightness, believe it or not, attracts light. Whereas the darkness deflects it. So I'm trying to accentuate my eyes, and that's why it's in a V. You never move when it comes to those nerves by the spine. Oh, absolutely, Barbara. Absolutely. I was under anesthesia, and I straightened out without knowing. I'm sure that's the last time they did that with you. They must not have given you a paralytic then if you were under anesthesia, because that's one of the first things that they do, my dear, is they give you a paralytic so you can't move. So you had to have been just like under Versed and fentanyl and not a regular anesthesia. Or somebody didn't give you your paralytic. That's all I'm going to say to that. Trust me, I did conscious sedation enough in the emergency room. I know what I'm talking about. Okay. Let's just add a little bit. Whoop, I pulled off the wrong end. What was that highlighter stick you just used? It's called a duo stick, Stacy. It's actually pretty awesome. I actually use two different ones because it's my preference, but I use the light for highlighting, and then you can actually use the opposite end for your contouring. For me, it's not dark enough, so I use the medium of the duo sticks of the contour of the dark one, and I like the light version of this for my highlighting. Yeah. It works really cool. It's easy. If you're ever going away somewhere for a weekend or something, it's great because you only have one product you have to bring. It's pretty cool. All right, we're just blending this out. And all this is going to do is really make that shelf even further because we're now adding light below where we did the dark. It's all an illusion, people. Makeup is nothing but an illusion. It's awful because they sent me to the pediatric unit for it. I had too much fluid from the pseudo tumor. Well, at least you're in the right place. Absolutely. Anytime you need anything, Stacy, you have my phone number anyhow, so if you have any questions, call me. Or you can message me, whatever you're more comfortable with. Okay, that's enough with the highlighting. We're going to put the brushes away. Yes, they have to put me to sleep once. Getting put to sleep scares the crap out of me. Well, because you have no control over what's going on. That's why. That makes sense. Okay, Stace. All right. So I'm going to do palette 1 tonight. Haven't done it in a while. And the neat thing about palette 1, and I probably should have done it. I shouldn't have used the other one. What's awesome about this palette is you can use this for almost anything. Okay, one of the things that I do for highlighting, like we did that stick, you can actually buy this palette and see this color right here. You can use this to highlight here. Hey, Shayla. You can do it above on the top of the cheek, which we will in this instance when I finish putting on my blush and everything. We'll use it. But you can use this for a lot of different things. You can use it for contouring. You can use it to do your eyebrows. You can do it to do your eye color. So again, if you're ever going away somewhere and you know what you're going to wear, and this is going to be complimentary, which in most cases it would be because it's a pretty neutral palette, you could take this and just a couple of brushes with you and your blush, and you'd be good. I ordered some of the splurge that they are retiring. I know you cannot beat that, Barbara. I just ordered 4 of them, the ones that I use all the time. How you doing, Miss Shayla? Isn't it a beautiful palette, Sue? I love it too. I have hair in my eye, and I don't want that to happen with that sty in there. Holy crap. Okay, we're good. I'm going to take this off because I'm dying. I had it on earlier because I was chilly. The weather's crazy here. It's crazy. All right, so let's go ahead and get our blending brush. We're going to start with that. All right, I'm going to start with some Tender first, okay? This is the one I was talking about with the highlighting, but this is what we're going to use for our transition color. You ordered four splurge shadows too. That's awesome. Hey, Brenda. So this is Tender, okay? This is a highly pigmented line, so you don't need a lot, and all that means is the contrast of color goes on, it's super dense, and it allows you to have to use less. What are you doing putting makeup on with the sty? Because the sty's on the inside, and the doctor told me it was fine. It's not contagious. So I'm good. Here too, mosquitoes eating us alive. Ooh, yeah, no, we're definitely well past mosquitoes here. I actually moved the chicks into the big coop. I did. I had to go to the doctor's today anyhow, Barbara, because I had to have my physical for my new job. So, I had him check it out. It's actually ended up being an old friend of mine that I used to work with in the ER at Frisbee. I got the email today, says, Patty, your order has shipped. Patty, your order has shipped? Oh. You know why? Because it was we put everything's on there for your name. But it was underneath my name in general for the shipping, because where it was one of the collections, and we did the special with you. How did the other chickens I don't know, Bridget. I'm afraid to look. That's why you put them in darkness. I took a job as a nursing supervisor at the Carroll County Mountain View facility. So, we'll see. Hey, Angela. It's only 15 minutes from my house. 3 to 11, Monday through Friday, no weekends. So, just the idea of not traveling all over the God's creation, it sounds like a very good thing to me. So, I'm all for it, I'll tell ya. I'm getting to that stage in my career where I don't want to do a lot of traveling. I hope I love it. I hope I don't just like it. I miss my hospice patients. Hey, Shauna. So my orders should be here by end of week, early next week. That is awesome. I can't wait to hear all about it. All right, let's go ahead and we're going to actually pizzazz this up a little bit. We're going to take some Honest and put that in our crease line. It's like a Barely There blue. It's still sore, Shauna, but it's not contagious. So my doctor said it's absolutely fine for me to be using makeup. I'm just not going to put any liner to aggravate it. Very nice. I'm looking forward to retirement in 5.5 years. I wish I could retire now. I would love to be a stay-at-home doggy mom. But I don't think that's coming anytime soon. So we're going on right above the crease line, so you're going to be able to see this, okay? And just remember, the key to any good makeup application is going to be the blending. You got to blend, 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 like you can never blend enough. Because remember, we can always add to each sector of this. October 1st, Shauna. October 1st. Which is kind of cool because I work from the 1st on, and then I'm off the 18th to the 22nd anyhow. Well, I don't do weekends, so I would be off then anyhow, but we leave for Cancun on the 18th, so Michael and I will finally have our honeymoon that we've never had. Well, me too, but going for full Social Security. I wish. Unfortunately, I still have some years to go. I keep hoping we'll hit the Powerball or Mega Bucks and or Mega Millions, and then it won't be a problem. But you know, I think I would still end up volunteering somewhere because I would be very bored. I've always got to be doing something. But I'm not gonna lie, I have thoroughly enjoyed being home with my dogs. And my hubby having good meals that I've had a chance to make up. Got my goodies in the mail Friday. Love the bronzer. Awesome, Brenda. That is phenomenal. You do know you can use that bronzer on your eyes too, Brenda. Hey, Jessica. See how pretty this is? Now that's like a brown with a blue. And we're just going to blend away. What's really cool about that, Brenda, is you can actually, when you use that, it will come faster than you think. I love being home. Always lots to do, and my husband is retired already. Oh, that's awesome. It is an awesome palette. Bridget, you're absolutely 1000% right. All right. Now, what I'm going to do is we're going to actually jump in with some Cheerful, which is the next darkest. Okay. And we're just going to pat. Pat, 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 pat. Such a pretty color. It adds just enough class to that look where you can take it to day or nighttime. What we do with it after this would be the determinant of whether you was stuck with a daytime or whether you went into an evening look. I'm hoping I get my brand new trunk in the mail that I earned before I leave for Cancun. That would be really nice. It says it's been shipped, so that would be really awesome if I had it for my trip. Yeah, it really is an awesome palette, Sue. I don't use it often enough. There's so many types of colors and combinations that I have. I kind of have to go all over the place so everybody can really see all of it. So for that reason, I don't get a chance to use it as much as I would like. All right, now what I would like to do is I'm going to take my sponge brush so that we can wet it. And we're going to take Secretive, which is the bronzy color here, and I'm going to add it just on the bottom, and then we're going to go into a lighter brown right above that. So we're really going to use the whole palette on this whole eye look. And then I think I may go back in with Brave and use that on my brows. I really want you to see what this palette can do. Okay? We're going to take, you can use anything to wet your hand. You can use water. I prefer rose water or the setting spray because you don't want to spray it on the sponge itself or the brush itself because it would be too wet. Because the idea is you want to pat it and have it grab, not absorb into it. So this is Secretive. It's a bronzy, okay? And what we do with this is we lightly pat, okay? Oh my God, this commercial, they are trying to sell this stuff in the worst way. Someone's paying some big bucks. Now you'll see that this makes this color pop that much more because we wet it first. See how pretty that is? Now that's just the first color that we're putting on with this. Okay, now I'm going to clean this off even though we are going to use it again, but I'm going to actually use the opposite side. I'm going to take this one here, which is called Arrogant. It's a lighter brown, okay? So I'm just going to touch on the brush. Now remember, less is more. We can always go back in and add more. So this is just going to accentuate, and we're going to go right above it, right up to that area that we did for our crease. Okay, we're going to go back in a little at a time. We're going to pat right on that line because we want to blend, but we don't want it to be mushed together, if you know what I mean. Hey Robin, how are you, sweetheart? Okay, now I don't want to go above that area because we don't want to take away from that blue that we put there. We're just trying to add dimension. Once this is all on, I am going to blend a little bit. What is going on there, girlfriend? We're working with palette 1. For anybody who is willing to share, I will love you forever, because that definitely helps the dynamics of my business. I love it, love it, love it when you share. All right. Now, what we are going to do is we're going to go back in on the underside, and we're going to use Triumphant, okay? But I'm going to add just a dab right there. Not on the top, because we already have the cheerful there. Just right there. Just right there. Then I'm going to take our eyeliner brush. Now remember, because I had that irritation, I'm not going on the eye itself. I'm going to actually go below my eye, okay? And we will use Dip and Draw on the top. So let's hit this brush, well, not the brush, but my hand, with more rose water. We're going to go ahead and wet our eyeliner brush. And we're going to take that Triumphant, and we're just going to go below this area. And this is really going to make this pop, okay? Hello, Miss Dagan. How are you, love? All right. Again, about 3/4 the way in and across. Oops, hello. How beautiful. Oh, Lisa Dagan, I love you. Oh, she makes me laugh all the time, guys. She really does. Hey, Judy. Judy, Judy, Judy. Okay. How are you, love? All right, so all we did was just do underneath. Like I said, I am not going to hit my eyelids tonight with anything because I don't want to risk anything. Hey, Tony. All right, so we're going to use Brave in this. So I want you to be able to see, like I said, how we can use this palette for everything. We're going to use it for my brows. So let's go ahead and go in with the darker brown that's on this palette, and we're going to go in and do our brows. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised at how awesome it works. See how pretty that is? Pretty, pretty, pretty. This is the bennies, I'm telling you, of having such versatile palettes. And we're very benefited because they literally have deep design methods in mind when they do these palettes and they do these colors, because they want you to have the benefit of having a multi-purpose use for all of their products. One, it not only saves you money, but two, gives you a lot more freedom to do versatile looks. You know what I mean? Here comes a commercial. I can see the flashing over there. Doing weird things. You gotta love YouTube. Okay. Just going to add a little peak over here because I like a little bit. Gives the illusion. When you have a little bit of a peak, it gives you the illusion that you have more of a lift. So I kind of fake the lift. You gotta love it. All right, even though we did that, I want to take a little bit of our Timid. I always add Timid on the very inner part because it adds some dimension to it. Hi, Celia, how are you? I'll blend this out just a little bit so it's not too harsh. Just a little blend. There. All right, so we're gonna go back in with our brow artist brush, and I'm gonna use Timid, which is one of our pressed shadows. And I'm just gonna gently pat, and then we'll use the spoolie to mix it all together so it's a very natural look. Just lightens it up, because honestly, this section of your brow should be lighter than the other parts. And we all know the first sign of aging is when you have thinned brows. You can always tell a woman's age by looking at her brows. Hello from Texas, Miss Celia. How's the weather? Eating Crunch and Munch. Ooh. You know, it's funny that you said that because I saw it at checkout the other day and I said, dang, I haven't had that since I was a kid. Imagine that. So we're just gonna blend that on out a little bit, okay? Leaves a much more natural look. Now we're going to get some blush on because we are actually going to use the highlighter in here instead of the other highlighters. And I'm thinking I want to do Spirited tonight. This is Spirited. Remember, very pigmented line. A little bit goes a long ways. I'm just going to pat. And all I'm doing is blending it at the same time, but I'm also not smearing it. It's leaving the color behind. Passed it and grabbed it at a store. Isn't it amazing how they can nail us like that by having it on the shelf? It's amazing. It's like they know what we're thinking. Marketing is unbelievable. It's such a fascinating job. I mean, you literally have people who sit down, who figure out what is going to catch somebody's mind on the way out of checkout. Hello, love. My honey bun's in the house. My honey bun's in the house. Hi, sweetheart. All right, I'm going to use my brown Dip and Draw tonight because I just want to. Thank you, Lisa Ann. I bet you're very busy. You're a very busy man. And you're handling it like a superstar. I know you are. All right. Before I go too crazy here, let's go ahead and make sure, first of all, that this is clean. I'm going to go ahead and use my blending brush to add a little shimmer up here and a little shimmer on my cheeks. So we're going to go back in with Tender, okay, which is the one we used initially for transition, and we're just going to go right here, right on the arch, and all that's going to do is accentuate, okay? So we don't want to take away from that beautiful color that we have there, that beautiful blue. Now I'm barely touching this. And you can see how much of a dramatic effect that gives that. Okay? The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this very same thing. The puppies are actually all sleeping, Michael. Kieran did not make a guest appearance because he was a good boy and went into his own crate and he's asleep. I'm sure that will change when you come home. So we're taking that tender and we're just going like this, lightly, bringing it on up. This is a beautiful highlighter. Hi, Alice. How are you? And all I'm doing is a C shape here. And what this is going to do is it's going to totally accentuate the whole eye, okay? That's why I'm going all the way up. See how pretty that is? Do a little here on our nose and down the nose and right here on the bow. Usually I like to do this at the end because then you really see the kiss of it after the lipstick's on, but that's okay. It's okay. All right. Let's go ahead and take Dip and Draw, and I am using the brown, which is called Prominent. It has like a little tiny metallic to it. Actually, let's switch. We usually do this one first. Let's not go out of my order as I normally do. I can wear makeup again by the weekend. Yay! I am, honey. I'm not putting any on my waterline or my tight line. Doctor said it was fine. I checked with him. I'm being very, very careful. Hi, Fran. Welcome, welcome. Thank you. Okay. And because we use the brown, I'm definitely going to use the brown when we do the mascara. Let's go ahead and think about lips. Worked at the daycare today. The kids are awesome to work with every day. I know you absolutely love it, Bridget. I think it's awesome that you do such a great job with them. All right, I want to stay kind of neutral, but I want to have some fun too. So I'm thinking maybe Contrite. Or do I want to really pop? Do I want to pop? You guys want to see some red? I don't think we're going to do a neutral. I think we're going to pop. Why not? Let's just go for it. I think we need to pop. You love this look? Well, I'm so glad. I found out last night that I really need practice on my eyes. Why? I thought you did a beautiful job, Angela. I thought you did a phenomenal job. And trust me, if I didn't think so, I would tell you. There was a 13-month-old baby that coded today and CPR didn't help. Oh, no. Lots of prayers to that family. I hate those. God, do I hate those. That was one thing that I hated the most about the ER. Hey, Martha. That's just horrible. I'm so sorry that you had to go through that. All right. Yeah, we're definitely going to use Sultry. All right, so let's go ahead and use Posh for the outline of the lips, okay? My eyeshadow was messed up, but I fixed it the best I could, but thank you. I thought you did a great job. And Angela, I hate to tell you, but we are always our worst critic. You know, each individual, yourself, are always your worst critic. I work tomorrow. Ugh. Thank God. I can remember being put in that position and then keeping my act together and waiting until all was said and done, and when you couldn't do anymore, going to our med room and just crawling to the floor and just losing it. There is nothing worse than the feeling of not being able to save someone, whether it's a child or not. All right, this is Sultry that we're going into. It's pretty deep, I'm warning you now. Hi, Sheila. Welcome, welcome. All right, let's let that dry. This is one of the stains. I always like to do a stain underneath, so if the lipstick wears off, you always have a good base. Because what's great about this is when this is dry, you can kiss anyone, anything. I could take my white cream Dachshund, come out and kiss all over him, other than getting fur in my mouth. I would not get it, my lipstick would not transfer to him. Yeah, that is a bad habit, Judy. You've got to let it go because it will eat you alive. Medical anything is very difficult, and if you're in the emergency services, you need to learn to let some of that go because it will eat you up. So this is Compassionate. This is from the kudos from that we had from last month that we carried over. I love this color. It's a perfect tribute to what we were just talking about, is saving lives. Oh, I bet. What a pretty color. What a pretty color. I really hope that they come back with this color in our Crush looks. Thank you, Miss Clarissa. I appreciate that. All right. Let's go ahead and start thinking about our mascara here and getting that on. Hi, Kirsten. Welcome, welcome. Thank you, Cassie. Thank you, Kirsten. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. I hope you're doing well, Kirsten. I seriously think my lights are going on my back mirror. I think I better order. They're on so much. I think I better order another one for a backup just in case. Patty, you are looking like a movie star. Thank you, Judy. Thank you, Kirsten. I have hairs that's trying to sneak into my eyes, and I don't like that. Hi, Joyce. How are you? Good night, Michael. I'll see you when you come home. Well, I'm glad you're feeling better today, Kirsten. Joyce, I'm doing just wonderful. Thank you for asking. And I'm glad you're doing good. You are welcome, Kirsten. So, as we were discussing earlier, this is testament to how the benefits of having makeup that's versatile. Younique is known for that, like I said. What you wear on your lips, you can put on your eyes. What you put on your eyes, you can put on your lips. There's very few products that they have had that you cannot cross over and do the same. I did my last makeup application with my Halloween look was all Younique. So that was pretty cool. And knowing it's a mineral-based product, it's not going to hurt my face. And honestly, because I put primer on first using our Shine Wipes, it came off like a snap. It was so super easy to get off. And I was kind of worried about that, because you always worry when you plaster like red all over your face, how it's going to actually cooperate with coming off. My dad had chemo today. I pray for him every day, Bridget. Every single day. I know what you're going through. All right, so let's just review a little bit, just so we know, okay? For the new people that came in. This is palette 1. I love it. It's what I call my neutral palette. And what I love about it is you can use many, many, many different colors for variable different things. We used, let me turn it the right way so you can see it. We used Tender first for a total transition, okay? And we also used it for highlight above and on our cheeks and on our bow and on our nose. We went in afterwards with Honest in the crease, which is the section right above where your eye folds. Then we went into Cheerful, which is kind of like a middle tone blue, and we went all the way up with that. We took the Triumphant, which is the navy, which I love this color. And we went ahead and we did that just at the very bottom and then underneath so that we could smoke it out. Then we went in with Secretive, which is the bronzy light color here. Right above that, we went in with Arrogant. So we used every color that was in this palette. We went in afterwards and we did our brow with Brave. So it's a pretty versatile usage. And you can get very creative with this. Hey, Kelly, how are you? Nice to have you. So this is palette 1. We also used our stains, which I absolutely love. Every application of lipstick I use, I always put a stain underneath it, just because I'm the type of girl, there's nothing worse than having a busy day and having your Thank you, Lisa. Then having your makeup start to wear off. With us, we finalize our makeup, which we're going to do in a minute with Behold. But the lips are another whole. That was palette 1, Lisa. We always end up eating, drinking, just talking in general can wear off your lipstick. So I find that if you use the lip stain first and then add whatever you want, whether it be the Crush Kiss, the Opulence, it could be Splash, it could be one of the Hotties, any single one of those will have a good hold on it because you have a good base to begin with. And I always outline with lip liner only because it prevents bleeding from the other colors. Why did I think you were doing 4? I don't know. Didn't say I was going to do 4. I said I wanted to do 1 because I haven't done it in a long time. Nope. Maybe tomorrow we can do 4. 4 is a beautiful color too. It's got some nice vibrant colors in it. All right, let's get the Behold on and we will be all set. Not only is this a de-stressor, but it holds your makeup like there is no tomorrow. This stuff is gold, 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 gold. It prevents your makeup from rubbing off on anyone if you go to give them a hug. It keeps it looking fresh all day long, and it allows your makeup to work in conjunction with your primer. It's like sealant from beginning to end. Can you see the doggy? He's sleeping. I'm going to get all the other dogs barking if I bring him out. Okay, I'll go get him. This is Karen. This is the baby, huh? Oh, yes, he's a good boy. He's a good boy. Say, I'm a good boy. Let you see the palette again? Lisa, you're right. This is palette 4. I need to check my eyeballs. This is palette 4, guys. I lied. We didn't use palette 1. I grabbed the wrong one. I totally lied to you. So, ladies, it's palette 4. I'm sorry. It is not palette 1. It has my fingerprints on it. Yes, you did know. Well, I would hope you know it because you know everything inside out. Thank you for correcting me on that. Yes, he's a good boy. This is Karen. He's a good boy, and he actually went in his crate and one night all by himself. He has his blankie in there that his mama had laid with so that he has a part of his mama with him. Oh, thank you for the kisses, baby. Thank you, thank you. Aw, thanks. So in clarifying that was palette 4. But they're all versatile. That's why you'll love it. He is totally calm. He's a good boy. He's not a squirmer. He's a lover. He loves to cuddle. So, yeah. This is Karen. He's the baby. Very fortunate. We did have an incident with one of my dachshunds who it's happened to every single puppy that we brought in. He freaks out. The puppy went over to see him and he tried to attack the puppy. So that's Elijah, and Elijah's a lover too, and he's actually fantastic with kids. He just does not do well with young pups, and I did not see him go over in the area, and the puppy went to go play with him, and he got ticked. But the puppy's fine. He did great. Yes, Karen's fine. So he's got big, beautiful eyes that he loves. He looks into your soul. So, all right, guys. I want him. He's my long-haired dachshund. That's what I do. I have a doxy addiction. So he's a good boy. If you ever want a phenomenal dachshund, I'm telling you, go to my breeder. She's phenomenal. She's expensive, but she's worth every single dime. Rough House Dachshund, and it is in Maine. So she's got beautiful dogs. I would say more than half of my doxies I have are from her, including Karen. You have I do have one lab. I have a lab she's one of the older ones. That's from Angela. All right, guys. So that's the look for tonight. I will see you back tomorrow, hopefully. Everybody will pop in and say, hey. We'll do some more lessons on different things. Think about things that you want to know about. If you have particular looks that you're interested in or different colors, techniques that you're looking to see, shoot me a message and we'll do it. Okay? Because I love helping you guys out and teaching you about the products and what they can do. All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming and spending time with me, and I'll see you tomorrow. Sweet dreams.